Hey guys, today I'm reviewing Lancaster Sunless Tan, and I ended up giving this one 1 out of 5 stars. So unfortunately, I don't like it. I didn't see any tan whatsoever with this one. There's only one shade, and this is a kind of pricey self-tanner. It's like $36 for 4.2 ounces. That's $8.50 an ounce, which is definitely higher than your average self-tanner. And for this one, I wish I could justify the price, but I just can't. Now it says it's a self-tanning comfort cream, but this is like a lot thicker than even a body moisturizer, a body butter. It's like an ointment. So it's like the consistency of like, I don't know, like Vaseline or something. It's very, very thick coming out. And the guide coming out looks green. So when you start to apply it to your skin, it looks kind of green, but then the guide quickly goes away. So you can't really see where you're applying it. I wish I could show you guys, but you can kind of see it's like a green guide there. It's a really weird color. But the guide kind of dissipates when you start applying it to your skin, so it defeats the purpose of a guide. Now, the smell of this one, it smells like it's a self-tanner masked with a perfume. But it doesn't smell that bad. I actually like the smell of the perfumey scent they put in here. That smells good. The self-tanner part does not. And as you apply it and as the time goes on, the self-tanner smell actually goes away and you're just left with that light perfumey smell. And it's very girly, light, and maybe a little tropical. I actually like the scent of the perfume in there, so it ended up being okay. I actually enjoyed the scent after a few minutes, but initially it's just like, ooh, a little self-tanner smell, a little DHA, then it smells good. Applying this one, so I still use a mitt because it does have a guide, but it doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't work as a guide. It's kind of odd. You have to try it to know what I'm talking about. Definitely still use a mitt to protect your hands though. And this product ended up being easy to glide over my skin, even though it's so thick. It kind of like went on like a gel or something. It felt really smooth going on and it just glided over my skin. So I wasn't too worried about missing spots because there wasn't essentially no guide once you started rubbing it in. I didn't end up with streaks or anything, but it was just because the tan was so light. Now, the drying time, I was actually really worried about this because it's so thick. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be sticky all night. But it dried surprisingly fast. Within like 5 to 15 minutes, I felt okay to put my clothes on because like I wasn't really worried about a guide staining it because the guide was gone at that point. And I wasn't that sticky. So I was pleasantly surprised by the drying time, but the drying time wasn't enough to overcome all the faults this had. The main one being that it doesn't give any tan at all. And that leads me into the results. I actually waited almost a full day before washing this off because I couldn't shower it off the next morning. I had to wait till the next night, so I waited 19 hours before showering this off. Still zero tan. I tried looking in all different kinds of lights to see if I saw any tan. My skin literally looked no different than it did the day before. So I don't know if there's like almost no DHA in here or what, but it just doesn't work as far as a self-tanner goes. I didn't really try applying it multiple days in a row, but this is like a small bottle to use as a gradual tanner because the product's so thick. So I ended up using probably like a third of the bottle for one application. So for those reasons, I just couldn't give it more than a 1 out of 5 stars. Men, I don't think you'll like this one just because of the lack of color. It's not worth it as far as a self-tanner goes. It does smell good and it dries fast, but that's about it. So I ended up giving this one 1 out of 5 stars. If you guys have tried it, I want to hear your comments on it. Or if you have another self-tanner you'd like me to review, make sure to comment below. And for more information on this self-tanner and many others, please visit us online at SelfTanning.com.